Incredible. Let's hear it for Taiko Aiko Kai, Teachers College, Columbia University. Nothing quite like a taiko drum beating to get things moving here. I think if we were all drumming, we'd be a little warmer. So they're the only warm ones at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you the leadership of the FDR Four Freedoms Memorial Park. We have with us three ladies: Sally Menard, who's the president of the Four Freedoms Park Conservancy; Kathy Sloan, the managing director; and Gina Pollara, the executive director. I first met Gina in 2005 when they had a mock-up of this park that you're sitting in today in Cooper Union. And in 2005, they brought it to Riva Gallery here on Main Street. And they've been friends of our community 50 years before that, but ever since, and for the next 500. Ladies and gentlemen, the leadership.
Well, good afternoon. It's really a privilege to have all of you here. And my job is, my first pleasure is to welcome you all to the Franklin D. Roosevelt Four Freedoms Park, a memorial to the president. And as Jim suggested, this was supposed to happen in the 70s, but for a lot of reasons it didn't. But we were thrilled last October to dedicate this memorial. And at that very ceremony, the governor, Andrew Cuomo, announced that it is a state park. But our job as the Conservancy is to operate, maintain, and plan programming for the benefit of the Roosevelt Island residents and visitors from everywhere. And we're thrilled to tell you that since we opened in October, we have welcomed 40,000 people. Wow. And this is after most people said when we first mentioned this idea, how do you get to Roosevelt Island? But obviously people are finding the way. So Rira and Lynn Shinozaki get all the credit for the events of today. And we were just happy to offer this space for these performances so you can sit on these very comfortable chairs and enjoy all of this wonderful Japanese culture. So I want to, well, Lynn also said that they hope to have a series of programs celebrating the music and culture of different ethnic groups that are represented on the island. So I think this is the first of many, many programs where we'll welcome you here to hear wonderful music, dance, song, everything else. Now, Gina Pollara is the executive director of this whole project, and she's the reason it's built so absolutely beautifully. Gina.
Okay. Thank you all for coming this afternoon. I don't know what day it is anymore. I love that Sally mentioned that Lynn is excited about doing a series of international programs here, because one of my hopes is that when visitors leave Franklin D. Roosevelt Four Freedoms Park, they will leave knowing what the Four Freedoms are, and they will leave knowing what the relationship of this site and President Roosevelt is to the United Nations right across the East River. That's a very, very important part of the story, and we are very looking forward to being part of an international community on Roosevelt Island. Enjoy the day. I know it may seem cold out here. Come back again in the sun. It's beautiful. Enjoy it. Thank you for coming out. Oh, let me introduce Kathy Sloan, who is also part of the leadership. She's one of the running our digital resource, and she can tell you a little bit about that project.
Thank you for being here. It's so exciting to have had the Japanese ambassador with us today, because the dedication to beauty of the Japanese people is so significant. We hope that all of you will enjoy this incredible park that was designed by Louis Kahn in memory of the Four Freedoms. And also we hope to hear from you. We have a website. We hope you'll visit it, but we'd love to get feedback from you, as this is our very first event. And it's so exciting to see you all participating. So let us know how you think things are working out, what you think we could do better, how we could be even better neighbors to the people on Roosevelt Island, which is a very high priority for us. Let us hear from you. We are so happy to welcome you. Thank you.
So come back soon and come back often. Thanks so much.
So, round of applause for FDR Four Freedoms Park. We're so delighted to be here. The first public event outside of the opening of the park itself. I have to tell you how much I like the taiko drumming. As an exchange student in college, I was in Iwate-ken, which is where the tsunami hit. And every spring we would have those Matsuri, the spring festival, and it was absolutely exciting. So next we will be presenting to you a koto and shamisen ensemble with Masayu Ishigure and Miyabi. This is a world-renowned group of women who have traveled, especially Masuyo, from Carnegie Hall through Europe to Tokyo, and we're extraordinarily lucky to have them on Roosevelt Island. And with that, I will give a Japanese introduction by my colleague.
皆様、この次のパフォーマンスは琴と三味線、日本の伝統的なインストゥルメンツのご紹介です。彼女たちは、ワールドワイドで活躍しておりまして、今回は19人の、メンバーの方々が来てくださいました。もう少しセットアップに時間かかりますけれども、どうぞ皆様お楽しみくださいませ。そしてですね、このルーズベルトの桜祭りはもともと震災のための寄付を集めるという目的で3年やってきました。今年はたくさんお世話になりましたアメリカの方々にハリケーンサンディのご支援をということで、その方もさせていただいてますので、募金の箱がベンダーのフードベンダーのところにもございますし、そちらの、通りのテーブルが7つのテーブルが、非営利団体のテーブルでございます。そちらの方にも皆様のお心遣いをしていただけたらと思います。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
So one of the unique features this year, we're doing many things different for the third annual Cherry Blossom Festival, is that we have a walk of hope with many of the island charities, and funds being raised there are being given equally to victims of Hurricane Sandy and further relief from the horrible things that hit Tohoku with the earthquake and tsunami in Japan 3 years ago. As mentioned earlier, this Japanese festival began on Roosevelt Island specifically in memory of in memory of the first tsunami 3 years ago, and there was an absolutely horrible event. Lynn spoke about that earlier. So funds being raised at the different booths that you will walk by, the Walk for Hope, are going to these two charities, and we hope that you'll give generously. In addition, tonight we are having a wine tasting at Riva Gallery in the middle of the island on Main Street, which is a collaboration between the Roosevelt Island Visual Arts Association, the J. Luce Foundation, and Chefs Without Borders. And Chefs Without Borders is helping to build kitchens around the world to teach basically third world children, teenagers, how to become chefs and change their lives. So again, a lot of good things happening on this island to better humanity, and you're all a part of it. And with that, we will sit back and enjoy some of the most beautiful koto music with this ensemble.
今回琴の演奏に、2台の大変大きな琴、17件の琴が来ています。その他に15台の、普通サイズのレギュラーサイズの琴、そして、三味線などが来ております。このような大きなバンドをこういう形で見せるというのは大変珍しい催しだと思います。皆様琴の演奏を聞いたことがありますでしょうか？ Have you seen koto music? Have you heard the koto music, everybody? So today is a very special event. 今回はとっても特別なイベントで、琴もあり、それから太鼓もあり、そしてまた、空手や居合サムライソワードのパフォーマンスもあります。そして日本の、30 years ago にヤンガーだったおじさまたちに演歌の演奏もございますので、どうぞお楽しみくださいませ。
So as she was saying in Japanese, this afternoon following this we'll have traditional dance, we will have samurai called iado, and also karate performances. we have enka. It's a type of folk music from Japan being performed by Neo Blues Maki, and then another shamisen string ensemble called Kichokai. Sorry about that. Kichokai. Go on the side. So with that, we will have the koto performance.